turn a lot to a little. We do. Real life entrepreneur, cut out the man in the middle. Some days it's slow.
I ain't stressing today, yo. I ain't stressing today. Bounce. You negative, well I ain't got time. I ain't stressing today, yo. I ain't stressing today. Bounce. Peace and love is on my mind. I ain't stressing today. Hold up. I ain't stressing today. Bounce. I'ma tell you one more time. I ain't stressing today. Yeah. I ain't stressing today. Bounce. Watch not with the day. I buffed it up good with the Shannon. Feeling good. Think I might just pull up on my granny. We watch that Wheel of Fortune while we eat that church chicken. She tell me that she been thinking one day I'm gonna win a Grammy. I say now shout out to my barber, that boy on a mission. Got my line so crispy when I talk they pay attention. And my lady is so bad, swear she was born in her bag. Had to give her extra cash to go tip her beautician. Like how you look that good? I'm about to show you off, let's cruise up through my neighborhood. You said my partner tried to holler, boy I wish he would. You know what, I ain't even much tripping. I'm confident in me, so can't nobody catch me slipping. And don't call me on FaceTime, I be barely texting. Trying to love up on myself, I'ma send me.
Hey, what's up, man? This is Kevin Knight from Urban Events Global. I'm messing with real life entrepreneurs. Log in, hit subscribe, and let's go.
What's going on, everybody? You rocking with the real life entrepreneurs. It's your boy A1 Steel.
Hey, it's the biggest voice on the low. It's the Cho.
Hey,
man, we got us a special around the world.
Yep.
International. Big Kevin in the building.
Hey.
What's up, y'all, man? What's going on? What's going on?
It's going down.
Man, what's up, my boy?
Man, it's hard to start after our last hour and a half of conversation.
Just talking and stuff. But man, it's just you let them folks know where you from and you know where you was raised at, you know.
Good question.
Your upbringing and stuff like that.
And you know what? The cool part is that's a tricky question. Where am I from? I was actually born in Frankfurt, Germany, which a lot of people don't know that. My parents, military brat, mom and dad, but raised by a single parent mom. But I primarily grew up in Charleston, South Carolina, Louisiana, and Texas.
Where you in Louisiana?
Fort Polk, Louisiana.
Fort Polk.
Yeah, so I was there from like 5th grade to 11th grade. Moved back to Texas for my last year of high school. Then went to the University of Texas in Austin, and then after graduation, moved to Dallas. About a year after graduation, moved to Dallas. Then moved to Houston. Okay. Then moved back to Dallas, and then back to Houston.
You've been everywhere.
Yeah.
What was the longest play? Like, what was the longest stretch you had?
Good question. My longest stretch has only been from 5th grade to 11th grade. Everything after that was less than.
And that was in South Carolina?
That was in Louisiana.
Louisiana.
Yeah. Everything after that was just Dallas, Austin, Houston.
For sure.
Yeah. So that's why like I'm so connected in all three places because you know when you're in college, most of the African Americans that went to the University of Texas were from Houston or Dallas. Yeah. You know, so when they graduate, they go back to Houston or Dallas. Yeah. And so Austin is not really my vibe, you know what I mean? So I was like, pick one. Dallas always showed me love, so I moved to Dallas first from 02 to 07. Mm-hmm. I'm aging myself right now from 02 to 07. Mm-hmm. And then from 07 to 13, I was in Houston. 13 to 15, back in Dallas, back to Houston. And then a year and a half ago, I moved back to Dallas. So I'll be in Dallas for the foreseeable future.
We glad to have you back.
I'm glad to be back, man.
For real. So how would you like growing up? Was you like into sports or was you what?
Yeah, definitely. I ran track.
Okay.
So I ran track, but when I was younger, baseball, football, basketball, you know, but track just came ezy. Mm-hmm. You know, I was fast. No, but aren't we? I mean, for the most part, we a talented group of individuals. Yeah. You know, so but I fell in love with track. And that's what I did. Track. Yeah.
So when you went to UT, what did you major in?
Economics. I was an economics major with a minor in business. Mm-hmm. While I was at UT, I pledged Kappa Alpha Psi my freshman year, that spring semester, and then we just, you know, I've traditionally been around successful people, and before we started this, we were talking about like our network. Mm-hmm. My network started early on, and part of that network, for example, I know that. Just seeing the way that you guys bond, I could tell that you guys have sort of a history. Yeah, that's how I am with my boys and my frat brothers and just the people that I've met along the way. So during that 4 years at UT, we just formed a lot of good networks, kicked it. Just so happened that a lot of them became successful later on. And so now when you're in the room, you just trying to like big up each other.
No, for sure.
And so just like AC and I were going back and forth with Banner, even though he ain't on camera. Mm-hmm. and he can't fly a drone. But the thing about it, but we're gonna get him there. But he reminds me of most of the people that I actually care about, because I can go back and forth with him, and it's not personal. He can crack jokes. He had one good one earlier, a few minutes ago. But like the thing about it is being around people that you got it out the mud with. You know what I mean? Yeah. And coming up with those people, and that's why I feel comfortable in any room I'm in, because I know I'm only one phone call away from somebody helping to save me if I'm in a bad situation.
Right.
So,
And so that's what it's all about. I have a 4-year-old daughter, and what I want her to know is build your network early and be in a situation where people really fool with you, and that you can make that phone call genuinely fool with you, and your network is literally your net worth.
Right.
Like if you dial this back, and one day they'll do a documentary on you guys and be like, well, how did y'all get started?
Yeah.
How do you know him? How do you know him?
Yeah.
Why do you even trust him? Like, why do y'all even? It's based on something that started years ago.
Yeah.
Or a connection that you guys had. And so at the end of the day, it's just a matter of, they say a rising tide lifts all ships, right? So you're gonna big up him and vice versa. We were talking about some stuff that you're dealing with earlier today, as far as, moving, just making moves.
for sure.
Everybody immediately jumped in with ideas on how to help
How
you.
to help, yep.
That's the goal, trying to help each other.
Nah, for sure.
We can crack jokes behind the scenes, but when it's serious, when it's like serious business, it's like, bro, help me.
Not for real.
Like, don't. I'm not in a contest with you. Help me save money.
Not real.
I'm not trying to spend money to impress you. Help me save money.
I think that's what a lot of us are lacking though. Some people just watch us and just go on about their day. They ain't gonna give an input. And they know the answer to what you asking to. They got the answer.
Because
They won't even give it to you.
They're too busy competing. And at this point in my life, I'm just like, I'm not competing with you.
Right.
I want to see you win. Because when they say it's lonely at the top, like, think about it. I can give you, I personally can't give it to you, but like, let's say you had $1 billion, right? And you're like, hey, I'm gonna go to the south of France. I'm gonna go to Hawaii for like 2 months. Who you gonna invite? Nobody. Because them niggas gotta work. Who gonna go with you? Who gonna go with you? You gonna be the trick. Unless you paying for it and paying for their lifestyle, you the trick.
Yeah.
But if they all get it on their own, they're like, yo, I can't come out there for 2 months, but I can come out there for like 2 weeks. Like, all right, bet. And they don't resent that. They don't feel like they got to ask you for money. Yeah. But if you're the only one in the crew winning, who you gonna invite and not pay for them to get out there? You a trick, right? Am I wrong? Like, tell me if I'm wrong or not. So why try to get it by yourself? Get it with everybody.
You gotta make room for. You gotta make avenues and open up doors for your partners to make the same type of money you got.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if you making if I'm making $1 million, you know what I'm saying? And this this my kinfolk, whatever, this nigga, he gonna be making $1 million too, shit, right. Nigga, because I'm gonna show him the same way, nigga. I got this $1 million, nigga. This how niggas flowing.
So, or at least put him in a position to where, because y'all may have two different passions, right? Like LeBron been in the news a lot lately, but if you think about LeBron, a lot of dudes from high school that he was in high school with are part of his business team. Their passion is not basketball, so I'm not gonna give you basketball game.
Yeah, right.
But I'm put you in a position to do the best you can do in the lane that you want to be in.
Right.
I'm gonna give you that.
You gotta make it make sense.
You gotta make it make sense for everybody, and let's keep it pushing.
Everybody can't be doing the same thing.
Everybody can't do the same thing, so you gotta learn. You gotta hey, I got something for you over here. You want to do this, or what you want to do?
Yeah,
we can make it.
You tell us, what do you do actually?
That's a good question.
Yeah, what do you do actually?
According to USA Today, we're one of the top 5 adventure travel companies in the U.S. We go to Dubai, Cape Town, South Africa, Ghana, Thailand, St. Lucia, you name it, we go. We take African Americans from the U.S. Excuse me. These guys got me drinking. We take no.
You gon' drink on Real Life Entrepreneurial.
He's not even drinking, so I apologize.
Yeah.
But you gon' drink on Real Life Entrepreneurs.
Yeah,
we gotta get you loose.
Yeah, but and so hold on.
Gotta get them loose. You know what I'm saying?
And so we do. We take people around the world traveling, right? And so a lot of times, for example, if let's say my average client that's going to like Ghana with us, that's spending a certain amount of money to travel with us, they may have a circle of friends. Have you ever planned a group trip and you were like, hey, we're going here for spring break. It's like 20 people interested and you end up with just 2 people.
Yep. Yeah.
It's because people back
all
out.
the time. Family trips, everything.
Yeah. So people come to a company like mine and know that based on social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, YouTube, TikTok, Meetup, whatever, they say, oh, these guys really travel. Let's book it through them. And even if y'all flake out, I'll meet some new people on the trip that are just like me, African Americans that want to have a good time, want to kick it, want to chill, but with a company they could trust their money with. That's all we do. In a nutshell. And people trust me because they know that I live it. Like this is a personal thing. I've always traveled my whole life, so I travel to these places. I go to these places. I know the people. I know the party promoters. I know the club owners. I know the Uber drivers. I know the hotel staff. Like they feel comfortable going halfway around the globe with another African American who really does this. And so that's what we do. That's afforded me the opportunity to open up other businesses. But you asked me earlier, what was my major? And it was economics. So my first 16 years in corporate America, I was in stocks, bonds, mutual funds, private equity, and basically Wall Street. And so halfway through that, I started my own entrepreneurial business, and I was able to transition into doing my own thing and being able to retire from that life and just live my own life the way I wanted to live it. And so at that point, I just went full time doing what I wanted to do, which is travel the world and take people with me to experience different things. And so that's what we do. Now I'm my company. I'm part of a company that owns Lone Star Speedway in Kilgore, Texas. We got 55 acres of land out there, RV parks, Airbnbs. We're just making other moves. No different than any other entrepreneur, right? Yeah. I'm gonna use LeBron for an example because we just use him and he just broke the record the other day. He doesn't just play basketball. LeBron's an employee.
Not for sure.
Of the National Basketball Association. He's an employee, but he's also a boss in many other aspects, right? I believe he made $90 million before he dribbled his first basketball in the NBA, which is Nike. He's been in movies, been in other things. So you're not just one thing, and a lot of people get bogged down into being just one thing. Yeah, or multiple things. You know, like y'all will one day be known by a certain small segment of people. Oh, you be doing the podcast. You like, yeah. But I also do these 8 other things that you'll know about, but whatever. I'm not trying to have this whole conversation with you. I'm just kicking it right now. Oh, you the dude that do such and such. Yeah, that's one of 20 things I do. Right? And so you got to deal with it. That success is coming if it's not already there. You know, for sure. You know, so, you know.
That's live. Yeah.
So in all these places, what's one of your favorite or top you would most definitely tell somebody, hey man, this is where you gotta go?
I love the continent of Africa. Because they
the homeland.
Yeah. They embrace you different because they love to see us and they love to show us their homeland. They love to invite you into their home and say, hey.
But why it just feel like they act different.
Like us.
Like, yeah, here.
Well, who's they? And I'm saying that, and I'm being. I ain't gonna can't say nothing because I cut hair. I got my own barbershop, so I cut Africans too. But they sounded funny. I feel you.
Yeah, I cut Africans hair and shit, you know, but they don't. It's like they don't. I done asked them. They don't fuck with us black Americans.
So the Africans that you cut here and like locally. So most of the ones you meet here are first or second generation, right? Like their grandparents didn't grow up in America. Yeah. So they're privileged already. You can't just catch up. Like here's a good example, right? Mexicans that will pay $3,000 US to illegally cross the border, right? But can you not fly from here to Mexico for like $200 on a cheap flight? So think about this for a second. The question is, why can't a Mexican just go online and book a ticket from Mexico to the US?
Because they don't have a passport.
No, they got passports. You don't have a visa.
Well,
See, being in America is like having white privilege, right? You could we could fly anywhere. Anywhere can't fly here. A lot of people don't look at it like that.
Yeah. We can fly anywhere, but everywhere can't fly
Everywhere
here.
can't fly here. So if you in Mexico, in order to fly to the U.S., you got to go through a visa process. They want to see your bank accounts. What's your business? What do you do for a living? They want to make sure you have a reason to go back home, so you don't stay here. You feel
So if we fly to Mexico, it's gonna be hard for us to fly back.
No. Not us, because they know we're not trying to live there. We coming from a good place. Good place. Assuming America's a good place, we're coming from a good place. They know we're not trying to just live in Mexico. But if you live in Mexico and you fly here, we don't know you trying to go back.
Yeah.
So we want to make sure that you're qualified to be here. So you got to go through a whole rigmarole, and it costs money to apply for a visa, and you don't get it back if you're denied. And you don't make a lot of money. The average person doesn't make a lot of money in Mexico, right? So that money that you're applying for, you might not get back. That's a big risk. So you have to have money.
Yeah.
See, the world, like, people don't think about it that way. That's why they'll spend $3,000 to cross illegally and almost die, as opposed to just buying a ticket, because they can't buy a ticket. So when you say where's the best place, I haven't been to too many bad places. I don't think I've been to any bad place. It's just a matter of expanding your horizons and learning about different parts of the world and how they see things, you know. And quite frankly, you know, we're loved. African Americans are loved in a lot of places.
Yeah, my sister said she went to I want to say Indonesia, and
they probably just looked at her like,
she said they came and grabbed her baby her.
Yeah, and they wanted to.
Not for real. My sister lives in Sweden right now, but so she's always
because your only experience with an African American person is on TV or a rap video or some bullshit ass Real Housewives of Atlanta show or some bullshit.
They can watch all that.
Nowadays they can stream it, but it depends on how old they are. If you 35 and up, you look at black people a certain way because you only saw negative black shit online. Mm-hmm. But if you're younger than that, you have more exposure. You can go on YouTube and see more black people doing more positive things than the way the media portrays us. Because they may only have 2 or 3 channels in their country. And if those channels don't portray us the right way, we a bullshit culture.
Yeah. Then that's how most Africans probably look at it.
Right. And so the Africans the ones that you cut hair for are first generation. They came from money. I'm not saying they don't count. They came from money. In order
for them to be here?
For them to be here, you came from money. Because you either got here on an education visa, which means you were one of the smartest ones in your country to get here, which means you had money, right? And enough money for your parents to trust to send you to America, you had money. So you're looking at, it's let's just say 100 people in Ghana. Only one of them gonna make it to the U.S. The one with money. So you got to keep things in perspective. A lot of times.
That is so basically like So
but the people that you cut hair for come from hustling families.
Yeah,
like they work hard. They only know you're gonna be a pharmacist or a lawyer. The people you cut hair for, they either in real estate, they in medicine, or they're lawyers.
I don't cut hair for nobody. I cut my own.
You know what I'm saying, goddamn. Come on, now you act like AC, goddamn. Hey, AC don't buy Jones. You don't know how to do an engine. All right, chill. Okay, now I'm on
camera. Y'all let them know. They got owns that.
So let me ask you this. Tell me, based on what you know about your clientele, the clientele that your barber's cut for, what are the jobs or careers that those Africans?
Truck driving, and some of them I don't even know. You know, and some of them have their own catering businesses and.
Okay, that's what surprised me. Most of them, if you really talk to them,
make dresses and shit like they, they little old.
That surprises me. Most of them, the ones that got here, are either in real estate or they're.
That's what I'm saying. Some of them I don't even know. Yeah, some of them I don't even know. You like shit.
And that's dope, and it's dope. But they come from families that were all about achieving.
Yeah.
And all about hustling.
To be for you, like you said, to even be here.
Yeah, to even be here. You had to be on your stuff. And so they don't accept failure as an option. And that's dope. Yeah. It's cool.
Yeah, because I got some African partners like that.
What's your first stop when you go to where you at? Ghana? Africa? What part are you going to?
Next?
No, next. I'm saying your favorite. What's
I don't have a favorite. You learn something new everywhere you go. Because like Ghana is not the same as South Africa. South Africa is not the same as Dubai. Dubai is not the same as Egypt. Egypt's not the same as. It's just people.
You been to Egypt too?
Yeah. But the thing about it is like what I learned when I was in college. I studied abroad. But what I learned is that people are big on family. Family makes you happy, right? Mm-hmm. If you think about your families, and family's not always blood, but like let's just say who you call family. Your day ones or your day 2s and 3s that you just met 5-10 years ago. That's your family. It's not always blood, but it's about being happy around them. So I've been in some like financially poor places in my life, but they weren't poor in their heart, right? Yeah. You can have a little bit of money financially, but that doesn't make you less than. Yeah. You just don't have money. Like all of us in this room, all 6 of us were blessed to be born on U.S. soil, right? Warren Buffett said that. Warren Buffett said his biggest advantage was being white, born in America. We could have been another race born in a lesser country. Not that I feel like there's lesser countries, but you know, because I don't put America above many countries, but let's just say a lesser country speaking, right? It's just we have many advantages, and so when I go to other countries, I travel to learn about people. I like to go off the beaten path and meet people. I like to go to a hole in the wall. Mm-hmm. Like when I walked like a few minutes ago, I said, "Hey, so what are y'all doing after this?" I'm here. Mm-hmm. Let's go to a hole in the wall and let's drink and talk. That's what I want to do. I don't want to do no super extra shit. Let's just go talk to let's just be around some people. Let's talk. You know what I'm saying? Let's have fun. All that other shit is just like some fake Hollywood shit. You know, we're not trying to do all that. Right. No. So I don't have a favorite place, but I love every place in Africa. I love Dubai. I love every Caribbean island out there. There are certain places that I wouldn't go to again. Like a lot of European countries, personally, I go to once, right? Whether it's like Paris, London, it's cool, but y'all are colonizers. Y'all exploited the countries that I may have come from. Right. So I can't show them places love like that. Okay. Excuse me, that's not a bad thing. It's just not my thing. I intentionally name my businesses Urban Events Global, Urban Camp Weekend, Urban Excursion Weekend, Black Travel Too, Black. When you get an email from my company, you know, oh yeah, there's some niggas. Yeah, there's some niggas. Like, so fuck with me or not. Like it's cool. Like I'm cool. I don't need your money. I'm good. It's niggas.
No, for sure.
Right, but we do well. Google us. We do well. Yeah. But I'm not gonna bite my tongue because I know what y'all did to my people, and I know what y'all did to me growing up. Mm-hmm. You know.
It's dope.
Yeah, that's live.
Man.
We talk about everything but my company.
Yeah, I was just gonna say we
got 3 minutes. Yeah, we got a little bit of minutes. Tell us about this.
What's going on over here? We got download, get us
Urban Event Global. What's that?
AC done cut the Wi-Fi off on us, man.
Rich skin.
But no. We don't gotta talk about that. I really don't care. I just want to talk, man.
No, I want to know. Tell us about it real quick,
man. Just put it in the caption. Just put in the caption of the video, bro. I don't care about that. I want to talk about.
You don't care about that?
No, I care about that. I care about it, but we've had good conversations. Yeah. Like Urban Camp Weekend is the largest camping trip in the United States of America. Mm-hmm. Right? We'll have 1,400 people out there camping with us. I know. I
Can
care.
You bring your own 4-wheelers and shit like that. All that.
Yeah.
So when do y'all do it?
This year we do it every June and October. This year it's going to be on Juneteenth weekend.
Okay.
And then it's going to be the weekend before Halloween in October. And so vendors. Now, here's what I do want to say. This is important. For Urban Camp Weekend, if you're a Black-owned business, we don't charge vendor fees. And so if you got a food truck or you selling whatever you selling, you got a business, you come out there, we don't charge you.
That's dope.
I don't want your money. I don't want a portion of your money. Come out there and make your own money and expand your brand. And it's been like that since day one. That's the most important thing about what I do. If you're a vendor, again, Black-owned business, and that's not popular.
Can we come out there and do the podcast? Yeah. It's a whole bunch of business owners out there. They might want to get, you know what I'm saying?
Nah, for real.
We out there camping with them, kicking it with them and shit, you know what I'm saying? Hey, man, we got a tent set up over here, man. We going to show y'all. We got a podcast going on out here.
Interviews going on.
Have interviews going on.
Yes.
Yeah.
I just said it. I say what I say. I mean
Would you want to do some shit like that?
Yeah, most definitely.
For real.
Then it's done. On all these cameras, it's done.
So is it just tents or is it like RVs or
all the above? Yeah. You see, you can't see it right now because AC didn't cut the Wi-Fi off. But no, it's all the above. Like it's RVs, it's tents, it's like we got y'all.
Yeah.
Come out there and make money. Like it doesn't. Let's say I wanted to charge you a vendor fee of like $500. What does that do for me?
Yeah.
Nothing. That doesn't do anything for me because it's like I'm holding y'all down. I'm taking $500 out of y'all's pocket.
And y'all got to try to make that back.
It ain't about making it back. Yeah. It's about why am I holding you down when I can give you a platform to win on?
Mm-hmm. Real talk. Yeah.
I've had food trucks come out there and make good money.
Mm-hmm.
Good money. Good for you. Just remember me in 5-10 years when you blow up. If I need something, just say, hey, I fell on hard times. Help me out.
No, for sure.
That's it.
Keep it real.
That's it. When you look at other cultures, when you talk about places that you travel to, look at how they live. They live in family clusters, right? So, like the young family lives here, their mom and dad live here, grandma, grandpa live here. If they build up, if they build wide, it's the same thing. They live together. Only in America do we try to kick our family out the house at 18, 19 years old, right? And so we all got kids. We all love our family. We were just talking about your beautiful daughter who was blessed enough to get her own vehicle. That's good. The way I look at it is like I want my daughter to be in that same situation.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But if she's not, and if I have it,
you bless the situation.
There you go. Yeah. But we got to help each other out.
Yeah.
Well, who else gonna do it?
Yep.
Right.
For real.
So, man, I don't feel like this was like. I got too serious. Was this a fun? I don't know if this is a fun podcast.
This is knowledgeable.
This
is what this is about. That was this platform is focused.
You're dropping some jewels.
You're dropping some jewels. You're giving us
some jewels for real.
Yeah.
But I want to know, all right, so when you do, what do you,
I got a little
for
bit.
you to be moving around and traveling, what would you advise people? How would you tell people to go about it? Like, would you say plan 5 months ahead, use a certain card to fly out? Like, what's your setup?
Here's what I'm gonna say. So, as I mentioned earlier, when I started, I was a financial advisor. And so if you go to like FINRA.org or the SEC all the government websites and type in my name, Kevin Knight, my whole resume is there. It's facts. That's what I've done for a living. So it's hard for me to tell you to spend money on vacation. Like, my business is not a necessity. Don't support my business if you're struggling paying bills. Don't come on my don't support my business. I mean, support me, but don't pay to come on my trips if you got financial situations. It's for people that have extra income.
Right.
Right. Let's keep it clear. I can't tell you as an African American family person to go spend money that you don't have. If you have it, just know we're the best way to spend it. You're going to have a good time. We're going to travel. We're going to have a good time. We're going to show you and your boys, you and your girls trip, your boys trip, you and your wife, you and your spouse. We're going to have a good time. You said, what's the best way to do it? I know what you're asking because we were talking about flights and stuff before the podcast. Now I would just say every credit card, whether it's Amex, Citi, whatever, you just got to read. Like, read the details of their plans, the points. Traveling is not expensive, but it can be expensive depending on how you decide to do it. If you want to fly first class, you're going to pay. You want to go pop bottles in Dubai, you're going to pay. But you can also do it for cheap. So that's the response I have. But I really want, as a financial advisor and depending on people who are listening to this, look at your bank statements for the last 3 months and go through it. Because chances are you didn't pay cash. Just look at it and look at all the places you blew money at. Wingstop, whatever, food, blah. You wasted some money. Work on your budget. Save, build. What are you doing outside of that 9-to-5 job? You know, I'm in a room full of entrepreneurs. I'm in a room full of people who are creatively better than I may ever be in my life. Like AC, these two guys who I can't remember their name, but anybody who does videography, artwork, there's artistic people. They're very intelligent, smart people. I wish I had their brains, you know what I mean? So all I can say is work on your craft, do the best, like podcast. It takes a certain personality
to sit and do this.
To sit and do this and engage and ask the right questions, right? Y'all better than me. Like that's cool. Practice your craft and go get the money.
Man, show them folks, man. Man, tell them folks where they can find you at.
Just go to urbanaventsglobal.com on Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, YouTube, TikTok, Meetup, all that shit, man.
Man, so appreciate you, man. You rocking.
Bleep out my cuss.
Man, you rocking with the real life entrepreneurs, man. It's your boy A1 Steel, man.
Hey, man, it's the show and we gotta go.
Hey, and it's Kevin and AC's battery about to die, so we gotta go. I'm sorry, I can't be serious, man. I just be having a good time.
Do it again. Wrap it up.
Oh, wrap it. Okay,
man, come on.
Without my joke. Okay, go ahead.
Come on, I'll bring it in. I'll fix it.
Great.
Man, I fix it, man. It's already done.
Cut off when he was talking. Right?
Oh, he's battery back for real.
Yeah, damn.
Man, you rocking with the real life entrepreneurs, man. It's your boy A1 Steel.
Hey, man, it's the show and we gotta go.
It's Kevin and his battery about to die.